Oh, I'm exhausted. I've just caught the next main ingredient, stornoway black pudding. I'm going to do it with pancakes and mushrooms. So when we're doing this dish, the first thing I think to do is to do the pancakes. Right, so in front of me I have 5 fluid ounces of milk, 200 grams of self-raising flour, 2 small eggs. I've got some syrup, golden syrup, and 2 ounces of melted butter. Okay, so everything really just gets added. I've sieved this before, and there's nothing more to do. In lots of recipes they tell you to use 1 egg, but I just remember as a wee boy my gran would just laugh what good was 1 egg, so I always add 2. Also, I noticed that Highland women always add syrup to their pancakes. Now this is 2 ounces of butter. Now the pancakes are as easy as this. What is nicer than just pancakes and maple syrup with some bacon? Now I've got 1 onion that I've chopped, 200 grams of mushrooms. Okay, so I'm just going to add some oil in this pan. I've got 1 finely chopped onion. That's going to start cooking now. To that, I'm going to add maybe 2 cloves of garlic. So the onions will just tenderize. You don't want the garlic to be added too early because the garlic can burn and then it's just that awful burnt garlic flavour. And I'm just going to add my garlic now because I think that that's them really nearly halfway there. I'm going to leave that for 5 more minutes and then I'm going to add the sautéed mushrooms. Now as I'm doing that, I'm going to check to see if this frying pan is up to temperature. And the way to test it is to splash a wee bit of water, and if it shrivels away, then it's ready. Still probably a wee bit thick, but I'll try one and we'll see. The pancake mix is too thick, I think, well, from this one, because at this stage you should be seeing little air bubbles coming up. You're not seeing anything happening with that one. So that one might just go into the bin. I would like a wee bit more milk added to it. That should do us. There you go, let's try that one. Sometimes the things that you do so quickly and do every day, like pancakes, and here they're not working. Here I am multitasking, both jobs. Now that's doing fine. I'm going to add my mushrooms now. I want the mushrooms to put out some of their liquid. Now to that, I'm going to add half a glass, I said, of white wine. Just like that. I've actually poured so many in my time that I can tell. Okay. Now, 1 tablespoon of sherry vinegar, because you want a wetness to this. So that wee fat one's actually turned out okay. Now, again, I'm going to turn into my granny. For some reason, she would always wrap them in a dish towel, so I've got to do it. Actually, it makes sense, because we make these in Gandolfi, and if they just put it onto a plate, they stick and go hard. So this way, they don't. And I'll just continue while we're talking to make pancakes. Back to the most important ingredient, the Stornoway black pudding. I don't mind where you buy them from, just make sure they're Stornoway. Right, I'm just only going to show you 1 portion of this. I give for lunch, I think, two slices of Stornoway black pudding. Again, into that fantastically hot oven of about 190 degrees. And really, that way, you're not adding any more fat. There's enough fat in them, and they're just cooking away. Now, I would probably have them in for 10 minutes. Now I've got some chopped parsley here. I would just add it to this. A bit of salt, not much. I'm not going to add any black pepper because the actual Stornoway black pudding itself is pretty spicy, so there you go. Right, I'm just going to continue this. Got another couple of pancakes and that's us done. By this time the black pudding will be ready. Right, so everything's ready. Pancakes are all done. We actually achieved 16 pancakes out of that mix, which is okay, isn't it? Now, my black pudding's ready, so I'm just going to put everything together. here you are. Let's eat. Stornoway black pudding with pancakes and mushrooms. Pancakes. 200 grams of self-raising flour, 2 small eggs, 5 fluid ounces milk, 1 dessert spoon syrup, a little pinch of salt, and that's it. Mushrooms and onions. 1 medium-sized onion, 200 grams of mushrooms. Now they're sauteed in a tablespoon of sunflower oil and they tenderize with 2 cloves of garlic. We then add approximately half a glass white wine and a tablespoon of sherry vinegar, and finished off with a tablespoon of chopped parsley. Per portion we have 2 slices of black pudding which we put into a hot oven around 190 for 10 minutes.